Jindabyne early Saturday morning on a mission to get to Mildura for the night. Spirits were high and petrol was still relatively cheap, and I ended up getting a nosebleed in the car.
It's all happening here.
Finally, we'd made it to Mildura, had a pizza, and then rolled into the swag for the night.
Can I help?
The swag clip broke this morning and then we were off to Renmark. For some reason, we didn't fill up before leaving Mildura, so we ran the gauntlet to see how far we could get. And because my petrol light doesn't work, we ended up running out of fuel. Only 5 minutes away from Renmark.
What?
A few hours down the road, we filled up again in Burra and realised we'd forgotten to put the fuel cap back on the car. Luckily I had a spare one and we were back on the road to Maree in South Australia to stay at the famous Maree Hotel.
We've just left Hawker and we're coming up on the Flinders Ranges. It is very mountainous. It's still a whole lot of nothing outside, but you kind of get used to it.
We arrived in Maree just on sunset and had a beer or 3 before heading to the swag for bed. It was a chilly morning in Maree and I'd made a tiny mistake of overfilling the engine oil, so we had to fix that.
It's my fault.
Then we were off on the first part of the Ootnadatta track. The first cool place we stopped on the way was Lake Eyre, which is part of the Great Artesian Basin.
Lake Eyre South, Salt Flats. Further back, the water. You can see it starting, but we're not going that far. Back to the car.
We kept driving and got to William Creek for a lunch beer before arriving at Coober Pedy for the night. Tuesday morning in Coober Pedy, we slept really well last night and we actually could hear the road the whole way because it's the main road that all the road trains travel on. And we're just cooking brekkie, we're going to pack the swag up and we're going to hit the road, and tonight we are going to be in Uluru, hopefully. It's about 7 hours away. We'll see how we go. This was where we started seeing red dirt and getting more and more excited to get to our destination. The road trains became longer and the dust that followed them was thicker.
Truck, yeah.
And then finally, we could see something huge in the distance. It was Mount Connor welcoming us as we pulled into Curtin Springs for one last petrol top-up before arriving at our destination. I could see in the distance the end of our journey to the middle of Australia. So after 4 long days of driving, about 2,500 kilometres covered and a top speed of 95 kilometres an hour, we made it to Uluru, which is about 20 kilometres away from Uluru. In the next video, we will be visiting Uluru and Kata Juta, so stay tuned for that one. I'll see you later.